Hey everyone, Santide here. Just wanted to make a video featuring some Longsword tips and facts and misconceptions that could really improve your gameplay, and I don't think we really talk about enough. So let's get straight to it. Number 1. You can Foresight Slash your large barrel bombs. So in Rise, there's actually a bit of a delay after you pop the large barrel bombs and when the explosion comes out. So this means that after some attacks, like your thrust, you actually have enough time to move into a Foresight Slash and activate the counter. This is made even more useful if you keep in mind number 2. Your Spirit Draw attack is very fast. So Redditosker recently put out a video about how you can use your Spirit Draw attacks to EI Spirit Slash your small barrel bombs, but I want to point out that you can also use your Spirit Draw to Foresight Slash some faster attacks, including your large barrel bombs. If you have no Spirit, the Spirit Drawer also gives enough energy to activate your Foresight Slash, which means you can do some really silly things, like level up your Spirit gauge by bombing a Popo, Spirit Draw, and then Foresight Slashing. If it works, it works. Anyways, number 3 is that your aerial Spirit Blade attacks act as aerial jumps. So if you're in the air, your normal X attack keeps your momentum up and lands a vertical hit. The same thing happens if you try and land a Spirit attack without a Spirit level, which is just horizontal. However, if you have at least one level of Spirit, and you use your Spirit attack, you gain a bit of height and move in the direction of your left stick. This was in World as well, and in that game, it meant you could do some really high damage aerial spam. While damage in Rise was nerfed significantly, the sudden change in speed means it's still really useful. In this game, you can use your aerial Spirit Blade after a wire bug or wire fall to help you maneuver around a monster and keep the momentum up, setting you up perfectly to keep on with your Spirit combo or to set up a counter. Speaking of counters, number 4 is that the iframe of your counters are visible via these blue particles. So you can see that during your EI Spirit Slash, and you can also see that during your Foresight Slash. It's important to note that if you don't have any Spirit gauge when you Foresight Slash, you can't activate the counter, and you can't see those blue particles around you. Now, number 5 is just a misconception that I wanted to clear up, and that's that Tigrine isn't worth using in version 3.0. So this comes about because I still see quite a bit of videos pointing out that Tigrine could be good, and this is just plain wrong. Now it is true that Tigrine does get bigger Spirit Helmbreaker numbers. So here you can see that I land 1415 damage with a Phantom Mirage, but I land 1488 damage with Tigrine. The problem is that the Spirit Helmbreaker isn't the only damage that you do. This is really easy to prove mathematically, but to be a bit more convincing, I thought I'd just do a demo. So I made the builds you can see on screen, which both have the same sharpness. So with a Phantom Mirage, after landing a Spirit Helmbreaker, I dealt 2,373 damage. This weapon also has a 100% crit, so this number was very consistent. With Tigrine, I don't have 100% crit, so I need to repeat it a few times, and I get a whole bunch of ranges from 2,195 damage to 2,442 damage. Averaging it out, that's 2,354 damage, which is lower than the Phantom Mirage. Of course, this is running the best case scenario as well, and every hit you land makes the Tigrine even worse relatively. So in other words, just never use the Tigrine. It's not worth it anymore. Number 6, another misconception to clear. Sakura Slash is not better than Spirit Helmbreaker, even for Elemental. So a lot of people state that Sakura Slash's higher hit count and elemental modifiers than Spirit Helmbreaker means that Sakura Slash is better for Elemental, but that is not true. Just because Helmbreaker does so much more damage. Again, this is really easy to math, but time to run a quick demo. I'm running on Great Baggis, which has the highest ice weakness in the game at 40%, along with a 50% hit zone on the body. Now with Phantom Mirage, I land 419 damage with Sakura Slash, and 664 damage with Spirit Helmbreaker. More damage with Spirit Helmbreaker. But that's raw. With the elemental they are as a raid, I get 615 damage on Sakura Slash and 696 damage with Spirit Helmbreaker. More damage with Spirit Helmbreaker and a lower cooldown as well. And again, this is the best case scenario. Monsters that you'll actually be fighting won't have such a high weakness, so the Spirit Helmbreaker becomes relatively much stronger. Basically, Elemental does make Sakura Slash less bad, but it's never going to be good. Number 7, your fast spirit combos. So if you have Zero Spirit and you don't want to do some barrel bomb cheese, your fastest combo to get a spirit level is to do your double draw attack, land an EI Slash, then proceed with your full combo. If you have a bit of gauge, you can skip the EI Slash, but you do still need to land a Rising Slash after your Spirit Blade 2, but then you can finish off your combo. And our last fact, number 8. Roundslash and Reckoning enable different spirit combos. So this happens because the third move of your spirit combo, either Spirit Blade 3 or Dividing Slash, have different durations. Dividing Slash is slightly faster, which means that sometimes you can just land your Reckoning in situations where Roundslash doesn't cut it, because the Spirit Blade 3 is a bit too slow. You can see one such example here, where Double Drawn Slash and EI Slash can directly proceed to Spirit Reckoning, but can't quite proceed to the Spirit Roundslash. Of course, the reverse does sometimes exist if you have EI Slash slowly regenerating your gauge. An example I came up with was that if you thrust into EI Slash, you can land a fully extended Spirit combo into Spirit Roundslash, but you can't do the same to Spirit Reckoning, just because the Dividing Slash doesn't last long enough. Again, there are some advantages to both, but overall, this does lean slightly into Spirit Reckoning. Off the script actually, but in general I'd say Reckoning's slightly better, especially if you use EI Spirit Slash a lot. If you rely more on Foresight though, Roundslash is better. Basically, overall, I'd say the Roundslash attack is better than the Reckoning attack, because it's faster, but the Dividing Slash attack is way better than Spirit Blade 3. So it's a bit of a toss-up. Depends on what you use more. In any case though, there we go. 8 longsword facts that hopefully help you out. Oh, and before you leave, quick note. I've actually had a decent bit of fun making these videos, and honestly, I'm keen to keep on going with this. I've got a few videos in the way, some Monster Hunter related, some not. So I guess what I'm trying to say, for the first time, this is a bit weird, but if you like this video, give it a like or hit subscribe. Let me know if you have any of your own longsword fun facts, or if there's anything else like longswordy or video game mathy that you want me to cover. Give me a yell, and I can try to get to it someday. And until the next one, happy hunting.